We all know driving isn't cheap. Gas costs more, cars cost more, repairs cost more. That part isn't exactly breaking news. But when insurance costs climb so high that people literally park their coverage, when they choose to carry less protection or no protection at all, something's broken. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another Airing of Grievances. My name is Eric Raymer. Rob is out and about today, so I'm going to go ahead and take care of this video. And I want to be clear right out of the gate. This isn't just about blaming drivers. It's not even about attacking insurance companies today. This is about a system that's quietly shifting risk away from the insurers and placing it squarely on you, often without you realizing it until something goes wrong. And once it does go wrong, that's when the real pain shows up. A recent investigation highlighted a growing trend that we're seeing firsthand in collision repair shops all across the country. Insurance premiums are rising, deductibles are rising, and as a result, more drivers are doing something that would have been almost unthinkable 20 years ago. They're avoiding claims, they're paying out of pocket, or they're reducing coverage just to survive financially. Not because they want to, because they feel like they have no other choice. Think about that for a moment. Insurance is supposed to be the safety net, the thing that lets you sleep at night knowing if something happens, I'll be okay. But what happens when the safety net costs so much that you're afraid to use it? What happens when filing a claim feels riskier than paying cash? That's the moment insurance stops being protection and starts feeling like a gamble. And for a growing number of drivers, that gamble is one that they cannot afford to play. Let's put this into real-world terms. Imagine a small accident. Maybe it's a cracked bumper, a damaged headlight, nothing dramatic. You call your insurance company, you look at your deductible, maybe it's $1,000, maybe it's $1,500. And then you remember the last time you filed a claim, and your rates jumped, so you hesitate. You ask yourself, do I really want to open this can of worms? Can I just pay this myself? Is this going to cost me more in the long run? That moment of hesitation, that's not how insurance is supposed to feel. And yet, it's becoming normal. We're seeing more people choose higher deductibles than ever before. We're seeing people delay repairs. We're seeing people drive vehicles that aren't fully repaired because they're afraid of what comes next. Not reckless people, responsible people. Parents, commuters, small business owners. Maybe you. People doing math at a kitchen table trying to decide which risk they can live with. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Risk hasn't disappeared. It's just been transferred. Instead of insurance absorbing it, you are. And the irony? You're paying more than ever for that privilege. Now, insurers will tell you that there are lots of reasons for this. Cars are more complex. There are more sensors, more cameras, more technology packed into every panel. And that's true. A minor accident today can require calibrations, specialized repairs, and manufacturer-specific procedures that simply didn't exist even a decade ago. But here's the part that doesn't get discussed enough. While vehicles have become more advanced, insurance models haven't evolved at the same pace. So instead of adapting coverage to match reality, the solution has often become higher deductibles, tighter claim scrutiny, and more cost shifting to consumers like you. In other words, the cars got smarter, the risk got bigger, and the burden quietly landed on your shoulders. The article in Repair Driven News shares stories of people who lost jobs, missed payments, or had brief coverage lapses, only to discover that getting insured again cost dramatically more. That's not punishment for reckless behavior, that's punishment for being human. Life happens, And when insurance becomes something that you're constantly afraid of losing or using, it stops being a safety net and starts acting more like a trapdoor. Ask yourself this. If you're paying hundreds of dollars a month, if you're carrying a deductible that rivals a mortgage payment, if you're scared to file a claim because it might make things go worse, what exactly are you paying for? Peace of mind or permission to worry? And this matters deeply in the world of collision repair. Because when people delay repairs or skip steps or choose cheaper shortcuts just to stay under a deductible, safety suffers. Modern vehicles are designed as systems. One compromised component affects lots of others. That's not a theory, that's engineering. So when cost pressure drives repair decisions instead of safety and correctness, everyone on the road is impacted, not just the person paying the bill. Listen, this isn't about luxury repairs. This isn't about gold-plated fixes. It's about restoring vehicles to a condition that protects the people inside them. And that protection shouldn't feel like a financial dare. Here's the grievance at the heart of all this. Insurance was designed to reduce fear, to reduce uncertainty, to help people recover. But when the system creates more anxiety than reassurance, when people actively avoid the coverage that they pay for, something fundamental has broken. Insurance shouldn't feel like a gamble that you can't afford to play. Yet for many drivers today, that's exactly what it's become. And until that changes, conversations like this one need to keep happening, because silence doesn't fix broken systems. Awareness is the first step. My name is Eric Raymer. Thanks for watching the Airing of Grievances. Thanks for letting me air this grievance. And I'll see you next week.